Yes, sir. What is good? Slap City. We are back, and in this video, we're going to react to some more Power Slap news. I think I forgot a couple things in my last video, and then I can't even tell the days just blend these days, but I either forgot or they've come out since. So if I look a little baked, that's because I am. But yeah, I'm just in Power Slap mode right now, to be honest with you. We're getting close. And they just announced that, what is it, 17 is going to be like a week after 16. So that's some big news, to be honest. I mean, we might as well start there. So yeah, that's, I like it. It's interesting. I was just literally just watching Smack Talk, and Ding on there on Slap News was saying that he was worried about it because the views on social and like the videos and content could potentially get like cannibalized from the next event because they're so close together. And it's a good point. It's definitely a good point. I don't agree with it 100%. And the reason why is because like Power Slap, the broadcast, all looks the same. So unless you're a Power Slap fan that watches regularly, you probably wouldn't even remember like which Power Slap it's on at that point. And the people that you want your videos to go viral to are people that aren't Power Slap fans who honestly wouldn't know whether it happened a week before or so. Like videos in and of itself, as far as like trying to go viral to new fans, they can actually circulate for a while. And so yeah, I mean it was a good point for sure, but I think that there's definitely a little bit of truth to what I said. But yeah, it's a good thing. I honestly, if I had to make a prediction, I would say, well, damn, that one's overseas. Who would main event that? Dude, honestly, I'm going to make a bold ass prediction right now. And I'm going to say that on 17, I'm going to say, all right, this is mad random. It's really not that random. I'm going to say DeBell versus Zakir. I think they're going to give Zakir a title shot. Like, for some reason, I just have a feeling, even though not what I think they should do, but yeah, it would make sense overseas. There's not that many titles. Like, I mean, you could send Babyface over there for sure. You could send Trujillo over there for sure. But I mean, I'm pretty sure Trujillo likes fighting in Vegas. So I highly doubt that that would be high on his priority list. So, and then with DeWine Hitman not being active, like basically he said that he's not going to fight in October, which would mean he's not on 17. And it makes sense because who's he going to fight? Dumpling and Manu are fighting at 16. So there's just no way they would ever get cleared unless maybe like if it was a one slap KO and somebody didn't have to take a hit, I guess theoretically they could turn him around. But for the most part, he's out. So that's super heavyweight. You know, middleweight, they're not going to be able to turn around. I don't think so. I mean, I think that maybe, who knows? But I think I don't know that Bordeaux or Isaiah are going to make it out unscathed to the point where they could turn around either. So it really only leaves a couple people. So yeah, I don't know where I just came up with that, but I did. That was a bold prediction. But anyway, so this one I forgot about this one. I should have actually reacted to this one in my previous video. So Jackie Catalan is coming back and is going to be fighting Abby Montez. I think that's how you pronounce it. Yeah, this is a good one. I think that they have a little bit of beef, which I love. I mean, I'll watch any two people fight that like don't like each other or even have like some sort of a competitive beef. And Abby Montez, she looked good in her fight. She looked really, really good. This is a big step up in competition. Like don't get it twisted. So we're gonna find out a lot about her in this match. And for Jackie, I think that it's somewhat of a crossroads match in Power Slap. I think that, she's somebody that can get viral knockouts. She's been very open about the fact that she's not really in Power Slap for Power Slap. Like she wants to go on to the UFC or use it for her MMA career. And like, hey, good shit. If you can do it successfully, then hell yeah. But as far as Power Slap is concerned, like I think that she needs like a good win here to really like, because I mean, there's a lot of good girls coming up that are getting wins. So yeah, I think that it's definitely a crossroads fight for her. Should be fireworks. I saw an interview with her where she was saying that she switched up her strike, and yeah, I think that's a good thing. I think that's what hurt her in her last match. I mean, her strike, like she was landing in the right spot, but just wasn't able to hurt Sheena. She wasn't getting nearly as much power as she normally does when she did like her on three or whatever she did before. I think it was on three. If there's one thing we know about her, it's that she's got that dog in her, straight up. Her last match against Sheena, I mean, didn't go that well for her, but she showed a ton of heart, and so Montez is gonna have to put her out cold if he wants to beat her. As long as Jackie can keep it clean, that's been an issue for her. But I don't believe she had a foul in her last match, so good shit there. And yeah, there should be a banger. They both appeared. I mean, Jackie has a great chin, great at recovery too. We've seen Abby. I believe she took a slap and ate it. I believe so, and then got a crazy knockout. So she clearly has power. So I could see this match being some like a double knockdown match. Like this is a sneaky match. I think that this one's gonna be good. All right, what else we got? So, oh yeah, I wanted to get to. There's a decent amount of stuff to go over. Where is it? Oh yeah, right here. My man, B Rhodes, coming back, getting another fight against. Yeah, that's Bordeaux. So that is I believe it's the youngest brother of Brandon Bordeaux. This is fucking dope. This is dope. If he's anything like his brother, he's gonna be able to take a hit. And he's gonna have to be able to take a hit because he's taking on Rhodes, and Rhodes has, yeah, that's a tough draw, man, for your first match. Yeah, I'm excited to see what he's got. Rhodes coming off a big win against Manny, and so getting a big opportunity. Power Slap, I swear, like if you heard like, I'm pretty sure in my breakdown of his fight against the Chief, I was like, yo, he did himself a favor by continuing to fight. And like, granted, he won his last match. So, I mean, he deserved another fight, but if you think that that decision isn't still paying dividends for Rhodes, you're crazy. It definitely is. And because there's a lot of people that they could have gave a fight to, and they gave it to him back to back. So, yeah, don't get it twisted. That decision is paying dividends for him, and it's going to continue for a while, especially if he keeps winning. So yeah, I don't really know what else to say about it, just because we've never seen Trenton debut. Tough ass matchup, but what an opportunity, like, to steal someone's. I mean, if he can find a win here, Rhodes, especially coming off a win, I mean, he's been a top 10 guy at middleweight since he's come into Power Slap off the show. So huge opportunity. Definitely. I mean, if you think his last name doesn't have something to do with it, probably pretty crazy. But I mean, I've actually met him, and yeah, I bet you can hit hard. That's for sure. We'll see if he can take a hit. Okay, I wanted to address this one too. I'm not going to talk too much about it, but yeah, found out that Dwayne Crespo retired. So was not expecting that, but that was a pretty gnarly knockout. It was. And I mean, hats off to him for having the kahunas to take on Manu. I mean, I personally think that going up to Super was a mistake. I even said that in one of my videos. I can't remember which one. When he was like, I think it was like in a Hitman breakdown when he fought the Hitman. But yeah, I mean, great career. I've never been the biggest fan of him just because he wasn't really that exciting, but a pioneer. And he's fought the who's who of power slap. Like his resume as far as strength of schedule is insane. I mean, there aren't many people that have as hard of a schedule as Dwayne Crespo had, and he's taken shots from some of the best, man. Some of the best. So, and I believe I could be wrong about this, but I want to say his whole career with no fouls, which is, I mean, look, regardless of never being the hugest fan of him, that's impressive and that's admirable because in a time where we see a lot of fouls in power slap and a lot of no calls, you got to appreciate that. And the toughness that he showed in his last match against Manu, almost beating the 10 count after basically getting flatlined. So I gained a ton of respect for Crespo. Congrats on a great career. And then, okay. Oh, yeah. Wanted to address this one. I wanted to address this one because in my Chief Godfrey breakdown, like the second one, the one that I just posted not too long ago, I had brought up the fact that he was going to appeal this, and I didn't think that he was. I mean, I wasn't sure that he wasn't going to get it, but I was, very skeptical that he would get it because in Power Slap, like how many refs are there? Like 6. So 6 people, and like who's on the monitors when they're not reffing? The other refs. So it's like there's literally like only 6 people in the world that are qualified to make a decision like this, and it's basically the 6 people that would be making the decision ahead of time. So it's like there's a dangerous precedent that you would set if you start overturning a lot of them. You would just get everybody to do it. So hard to see a world where they just consistently admit that they're wrong. To be perfectly honest, there's not really any other way to say it. But flinching is a tough one too, to be honest. It really is a tough one. Like, it's tough to be like, okay, that was a flinch, but like the other person should win, so to speak. I get maybe a no contest, but I don't know. I feel like flinching would be harder to get than clubbing. But who knows? But I thought that was interesting, and I wouldn't be surprised. Like, I'm not surprised, is what I meant to say. And then for Cooper, I mean, yeah. I kind of knew he wasn't going to get that one because of who it was. I mean, let's be honest. To say that doesn't have a little bit of privilege, being as big as he is on social media and representing a different country where you definitely want to expand to, it would have to be like, yeah, I don't know. Not surprised. Yeah, and actually they dropped a couple matches recently that figured I might as well react to. I actually posted a story earlier today. It was basically a snapshot of the impact of the Darius knockout versus Stonier, and I was basically just like, was this a fair blow? Because I mean, yeah. All right. So back up. So first of all, it was good to see Darius back. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I've never been a Darius fan. I haven't, and I'm still not. I don't know that I ever will be because it just when on season 1 of Road to the Title, like I get it, he was the best in the world at that point, but I don't know. They didn't make him come across very appealing there. He seemed like extremely cocky, and then, you know, in his first couple matches in Power Slap, like very much like complaining and just like acting like he knew more than everybody else. Let me see what other ones we had. Oh yeah, we had Whitmire versus Schaefer. So I just watched this one earlier. So this one, I like both of them. I do. I thought that they were kind of like Schaefer was cracking me up when she would get hit, and she was like, "No, no, no," like it was fucking funny. I'm not gonna lie to you. And then, yeah, I mean, wasn't the best match, so to speak, because like I think that they're both very rough around the edges. Both have good chins, very good chins. So yeah, the offense, it was a little sloppy on the slaps, but they were great at playing them off, and they both had good stage presence and good chins. So yeah, keep an eye on them. And then what else did we get? Oh damn, I forgot this one. So this one, oh yeah. So Javi versus John. I believe Javi got a knockout with a step. I really like that Javi kid. I think he's got personality. He's an interesting dude. Um, was a bad step. It was a very bad step, but he's got potential for sure. I definitely remember seeing his interview and being like, I like this kid. And yeah, I think that's all I got. But anyway, just an impromptu, and yeah, hopefully there's more news soon. They'll start dropping fights for 16 and 17, and we can react to all that shit. And yeah, anyway, till next time, like, comment, subscribe. Peace.